Dr. RJB here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about a home gym. We just went through the pandemic, and during the pandemic, all of the gyms and recreational centers were closed because of the fear that people were going to be spreading the virus. So a lot of people had to develop a home gym. So here are my suggestions for a home gym. And I'll give you, maybe the basic ones, and maybe something a little bit more advanced. I think you can get by fairly well if you just get yourself a set of dumbbells. Now, I have a dumbbell here, and you might notice it has a clamp or whatever on the end of it. That's because I can add weights to the ends. So I can adjust the weight of this dumbbell so that I can go for 3 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever, just by adding more of these plates. Um, so an adjustable dumbbell is beneficial because as you get stronger, you may want to adjust that dumbbell weight to give you a little bit more resistance. Um, uh, the next thing would be to have some sort of a mat so you can do calisthenics like push-ups, sit-ups, um, uh, uh, body weight squats, etc. Um, um, and then you probably need some sort of uh, a wall map or a card deck that gives you different body weight exercises to do, um, and you can do your own body weight routine then. Um, with the dumbbells, there's also dumbbell exercises that you can do. Um, so you have resistance training by doing these two methods, and then you need some cardiovascular training. Now, the cheapest form of cardiovascular training is a bicycle, a exercise bike. You can get some exercise bikes that are really cheap. Now, they're not going to be the highest quality. They might use a system of brakes to provide resistance. Um, but you can get a bike that is a little bit on the cheaper side. That's not going to cost you, your mortgage, um, uh, and you can get your cardiovascular system working. There's also some elliptical machines that are relatively cheap, also, where you're not going to spend too much money on them. They'll be basically not as sturdy or as big as some of the other elliptical machines. Maybe not have all the fancy electronics, but you can still get a pretty good workout. You can also use bands, elastic bands to work out. The other thing that I would recommend is a chin-up bar. Um, Chin-up bars can be used on the door frame, and this gives you an upper body workout that's very good. If you combine the dumbbells and the chin-up bar, you got a perfect workout that'll work just about every muscle in your body. Now, of course, you can go for something more advanced. There are weight machines that you can buy that have several stations um, where you can do, let's just say a seated bench press, a chest fly, a, a quad exercise, overhead pull down, some other type of exercises that you can do. And, different stations, sometimes five, sometimes 10. And then they have a weight stack, usually in the back, that you can adjust the weights so that by using a pin, you move from one weight to the next, and you can go from 10 pounds to 20 pounds to 30 pounds or whatever, all the way up to like 100 pounds of weight for these exercises. Um, Now, for your cardiovascular workouts, you might want to go to a treadmill. And here you're going to spend, some significant money because the electronics of the treadmill are going to cost you a bit. But it's a nice workout. You can do it indoors still as long as you have enough room. And basically get the kind of workout that you might get outdoors when the weather's nice. Another that doesn't take up as much room is a um, more advanced exercise bike. Um, uh, just to know this is a company name. I don't have anything to do with this company, but everybody knows the name Peloton. It's a bike that has a whole exercise system with it. But there's other companies that produce a bike that's the same kind of quality. But that's kind of the level of bike that we're talking about then, which is a bike that can give you a workout similar to the racing bike that you use outdoors on a bike trail. So, it just depends on how much money you want to spend and how much you really want to do. I personally work out with a dumbbell set, a barbell set, and then I have a bench to use. I also have a chin-up bar that I use on occasion. So I have a full workout that I can do. And then, of course, I throw my shorts and shoes on and I go run outside for my cardiovascular workout because I like to be in nature when I do my workout. Okay, so this is just a discussion on what you can do for a home workout.